Hi there, welcome back to Reflections by Jane. Today I've got a Alina Craft design team package haul for you. That's a mouthful. But first off, I want to say that I'm on my new silicone mat. This pink thing. It's, oh God, how long is it? This is the longest ruler I own. It's 17 inches. I think it's about, I'm not sure, I think it's about 35 inches long, and then it's, oh God, about 20 inches wide, something like that. It's really big and it fits my desk beautifully. It is, the only thing about it is it's quite thin. I don't know that you can see this. And it's just like a long piece of rubber. It's advertised as silicone. I got it from AliExpress. Not from Alina, from another store, and I bought it because I am fed up of the glare on my glass mat. If you've watched some of my previous videos, so I'm having a bit of a clean up while I'm at it. I was fed up with the glare on my videos from a glass mat, so I was looking. I've got another self-healing mat, which is grey on one side and then like a fawny tan colour on the other side, so you could like, and then there's metric on one side and decimal on the other, or something like that, and that's nice. I like it, but it slips. So this rubber mat is stuck solid, but the only thing is, it's like I say, it's a bit thin. I would have liked it if it was a bit thicker, but hey, you can't have everything. And I think it cost me about £13, something like that. And like I say, it is massive, and it come really well packaged. It was rolled up, it wasn't creased, and as soon as I lay it out on my table, it's laying completely flat. There's no kinks, but it does bubble up a little bit. So I'm going to test it out and see how I get on with it, and then I will, next time you hear from me, once I've been using it for a few days, and I wouldn't cut anything on it. You're liable to go through it with a knife or scissors, but I did try some ink blending. One of Alina's first products I've got is her Autumn Leaves ink. And let's see how we get on. So my paper is stuck to the mat, and Alina's ink is blending beautifully. And I'm just using this sponge dauber here. This is one I keep on hand for doing vintage style cards, but it's left a bit of a mark on my desk, but let's see how well it cleans up. I've got a wet wipe here, and yeah, it's wiped up beautifully. I don't know whether it'll stain if you use it a lot for ink blending, but yeah, I quite like that actually. So for ink blending, I think it will work really well. We'll see how it goes, and then it's, like I say, it covers the whole of my desk. I think you could just shove it in a bowl of hot water and wash it, and then hang it out on the line to dry, and it will go back to normal. Right, anyway, that's one of my first products from Alina's shop this time. I'm slowly building up a collection of her inks, and this is the Autumn Leaves. I haven't used it in any of the samples that I've done, but because it is a brown ink and it's perfect for vintage style, if you want to age any of the edges of your projects, that kind of thing, it's going to be perfect. So I've ink blended that. Let's just test the water reactiveness. So I've just sprayed that with a little bit of water. Give it an uno momento. Just grab some tissue. As you can see, it's reacting with the water so far. Yeah, and you've got that, it's a thin bit of cardstock, this, it's not very thick. It's about 160 GSM, I think. but it has reacted with the water, the ink has. So yeah, I love the inks. They are really nice, beautiful colours in the store, and you also get the little pots of Reinker as well. So you could actually buy the Reinkers and do some watercolouring with those as well. So yeah. Right, next up, a few of these things I have tested, but I haven't made a project with. Now this die cuts into the card, but on the very edges of this die there isn't a cutting edge, so it cuts this edge and the other edge and around the hearts, but there isn't a cutting edge on the very ends. So when you cut it into your cardstock, it stays in there unless you snip it out. So that is going to be perfect for, you could cut, do a die cut inlay with the hearts. So you could cut it out of a panel of white and then cut it out of some red and use the hearts to inlay back in. And I think that would look really pretty. Perfect for Valentine's Day. So I might make a Valentine's Day card with that soon, and see what I can do with it. Well, actually some red glitter card would look really nice in that as well. But yeah, that's that one. Next up, I've got these bows. Now these are so cute, they're adorable. So I've separated some of them, and what I did notice when I did cut them out, I didn't save them when I cut them out. I only cut them out of scrap card, and so I haven't got any samples to show you. But what I did notice is that the smaller pieces you can overlay on the top, so that smaller piece would perhaps go over the top of that, and so you could layer them up. And I was drawn to these because of the size. I've got other bow dies, but they're quite big, and I wanted something quite dainty to go on the cards rather than tying a bow ribbon. The only trouble with this mat is I can't pick up my dies with these funny nails. Yeah, so I wanted something quite dainty, and that's why I was drawn to these, is because I thought they would be a nice alternative to actually having ribbon on your card and just using paper and cardstock. So I've still got these two, I've still got the rest of them to separate with my snips, which I will do at a later date, but I was a bit pushed for time. That's why I've only done a certain amount today, but I will definitely be showing off these dies at a later date, so follow me on Instagram to see what I get up to with those. Next up, I've got a set of stamps which are like positive words and positive phrases. So you've got sometimes later becomes never, keep calm and love life, we are made of stars, sweet life, you are the best friend, and there's some cute little drawings like little doodles there above that banner. So sweet. Believe in yourself, follow your heart, never give up, better days, good vibes only, life is lovely, life is beautiful, and then focus on the good, and then life so sweet. So they are really nice for your journals as well. So if you do a lot of journaling and it's a personal journal that you don't show off to the world, they are perfect for those kind of things. You can also use them as sentiments on cards, scrapbooking. Yeah, the world's your oyster with those. I adore those. Unfortunately I haven't done a sample with them, but I do love the scripty font on those as well. They are easy to read. I've just read them, so sometimes scripty fonts can be like, what the hell does that say? But no, yeah, I can read them really nicely. So that's those. Perfect. What are we going for next, guys? Oh, this stamp set here, I haven't done a sample. I've only done samples with some of the products that I've got, but this is like an autumn themed background stamp. So you've got mushrooms, apples, lots of little doodles really, flowers, leaves, acorns, pumpkin, So that would be perfect for, obviously we're heading into winter now, so but I mean there's nothing to stop you using that all year round really, but I will be looking to use that for autumn or fall themed cards at some point. But I think, because I think it is beautiful. I love the doodle design of it, so that, you know, you can tell it's hand drawn, somebody's done a bit of doodling. And yeah, I don't think the patterns repeat either. No, it's not a repeating pattern. It's they're all different doodles. It doesn't repeat. I mean, there are more than one acorn, but they're not the same. There's more than one mushroom, but they're not the same. The leaves and the flowers are all different. So yeah, it's really, really pretty. Love that. And I think Alina has changed either the manufacturer or the supplier of her stamps, because they seem a lot different now. They seem a lot more high quality silicone or they're not photopolymer. They are a silicone stamp, but I do think they feel a bit more sturdy. So I don't know whether she's changed supplier. A while ago I made this card and I used Alina's Christmas washi tape just as a background, and one of her Christmas dies, and it says ho ho ho, and there's a Santa hat with reindeer antler on it. I made this quite a while ago. I think it was beginning of the year, when Alina had some Christmas stock into the shop, and it's just been sat in the box ready for Christmas. And I was going through that box thinking, right, I've got to, because I like to decorate the inside of my cards, so I thought, oh, I've got to finish off these Christmas cards, put sentiments in the middle, or a bit of pattern paper, or, you know, something on the inside. So I got this sentiment stamp set from Alina, and it's a Christmas verses, and it's perfect for the inside of your cards. And it says, I'm a little snowman round and fat, here are my mittens and here is my hat, add a little scarf and a carrot nose, I stand so tall when the cold wind blows. Beautiful. So if you've got a snowman on your card, that's going to be perfect as a greeting on the inside. Then there's there may be many miles separating us, but it won't stop my presents getting to you. Merry Christmas. Wishing you all a very Merry Christmas. You may be far, but you're never far from my mind at Christmas time. At Christmas play and make good cheer, for Christmas comes but once a year. And may your lives be filled with love and happiness, and your year be filled with positive energy and good vibes. Merry Christmas. And there's others as well, but I'll drop the links in the description box below. Feel free to check them out. The verses are beautiful, and even though I've decorated my card, I put my card upside down in my stamp positioning tool, put it in like that, and then turn the stamp upside down and stamp it that way, because I'll show you actually, because the way my stamp positioner is, and I like to open it with my left hand, I put my card in upside down, I put my stamp on the left side upside down, and then I stamp it, and then this area is kept free. Yeah, so that's just the way I do my if I'm stamping a sentiment on the inside of my cards. But yeah, that's that stamp set. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it's going to be invaluable for Christmas for years to come, and I will be using that over and over again. Next up we have, oh, let me see if I've got, did I do another Christmas card? Oh yes, here we go. I used a previous stamp set, which was Snowman. Let me see if I can find it. Did I pull it out? I'm sure I did. Yeah, here it is. So from a previous DT package, I had this Christmas set, and I used this snowman here and a couple of the presents, which I've coloured in with alcohol markers. I've used the sentiment stamp and die, so it's one single stamp and one single die that cuts out lots and lots of different sentiments. So here we've got some here. Look, happy Thanksgiving, happy Father's Day, and I used the same die to cut out some foam, fun foam, and I've stuck the cardstock to the foam, so you've got automatic dimension for your cards. So yeah, that's another way of using the die. So yeah, that's that. And I used some glossy accents on the nose and buttons on there, and I used some of the Christmas pattern paper from Alina's shop, and on the inside I stamped that snowman sentiment there, and just put Merry Christmas on the front, and I think that's really cute. Oh, and I obviously used Alina's the teardrop dies that I've had from a previous release as well. So I just wanted to show you that obviously I'm decorating the inside of my cards using that stamp set, and I could also actually use one of the other images to stamp on the inside of the card as well, which I might do, sort of the holly leaf in the corner here, or a couple of the snowflakes around the sentiment. So yeah, you know, don't be afraid to decorate the inside of your cards as well. Right, so that's those. What should we go for next? Right, this gorgeous stamp set here, so it's going to be perfect for spring and summer coming up next year. So you've got lots of different designs of gnomes, beehives, hearts, flowers, a couple of sentiments as well. But the only problem is with these sentiments is this one here is there's a spelling error. So I don't know whether Alina's aware, but it just says just be you self instead of B-double-E. Obviously that's a play on words, but you self, they've missed the R out of yourself, and do your own sting, which I think is really cute. So I'm really gutted. I nearly put this sentiment on a card until I spotted the sentiment, the error in the sentiment, and I'm gutted about that because I thought it was so cute. So I used buzzing to see you instead. And I also used from the previous release these postage, you might have remembered me showing you these postage stamp dies. So you cut them out of cardstock, poke out all these holes, and then you can tear them. They're perforated and you can tear them into postage stamps. But I thought, leave it as a hole and use it as a topper. And I used these stamps and I came up with this cute little card here. So I posted the postage stamps on the brain. So I stamped the bee, the heart, one of the gnomes, the beehive, the honeycomb, and a flower. Oh, I did use one of those bows. I used a really tiny one there, look, and I layered it. I don't know whether I've stuck that right down. I think I've stuck that right down. Oh yeah, so I've layered it on top of each other there and put a gem in the middle, stamped a banner across there with that little flower. I've used some Spectrum Noir glitter pen on the wings and the heart and the door of the beehive, and then I've used glossy accents over the top, and it's trapped in all that sparkle. So I don't know whether you can actually see that, but it is there, trust me. So yeah, I just thought it was perfect. I cut out that one there. I just measured, I think that measures, oh, what does each one measure? I can't remember what they measure. So I cut out strips of paper 1 inch by 1 1/4 of white cardstock, so I was able to layer those on after I'd stamped on them and coloured them with my alcohol markers. So I used my Spectrum Noir tri-blends to colour those, and I just kept in with the orange and black theme, and I just thought that was really cute. The only other colour I did obviously use was a skin colour for his nose and a tan colour for his hat. All the other colours are sort of in keeping with each other. And then I was going to, like I say, I was going to stamp that just be yourself and do your own sting on there, but then I noticed that spelling error, so I used the buzzing to see you instead, and I just think that's really cool. And then I've stamped on the inside with those honeycombs just to decorate the inside of the card. Cute, 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 too cute. So that's that, and I'll get rid of those dies. I'll put them away shortly. What shall we go with next? Oh, Valentine's Day. So I think this has been in the store for quite a while, but I saw it and I just thought, with Valentine's Day coming up, I just thought, how cute are those images? So you've got like love potion bottles, so there's 4 different ones, and there's some solid areas for you to stamp, cuteness overload, and love sentiment there. So the card I made, I used that stamp set, and I used a previous release as well, which was this, oh, let's see if I can get it out, this background here, which is this sort of Nordic design here. I don't think it's just for Christmas. I used it on a Valentine's Day card anyway, and I used Alina's teardrop dies again, and these fit on a A6 card perfectly, although there is a tiny little bit of oh, I've got a mark on the back there, a tiny bit of overhang at the top, but the width fits perfectly. I'm not bothered about the top being overhanging slightly, it's fine. And then I used the circle one as well to layer. I stamped that image there, coloured it with my red, with my Spectrum Noir markers, and then rather than leave those hearts black, I've covered them up with different size hearts. I have got a die somewhere that cuts out like confetti style hearts, not from Alina's shop, it's from somewhere else, yeah, so I just covered up those black hearts and then used them to sort of decorate. And I love the colour of teal and red together. I think that looks really, really effective. I used my Catherine Paula ink, I used Aquatini. I could have used Alina's ink, but I wanted a more crisp image, not more of a muted image, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I really like that card. I think that looks fantastic. So yeah, that's those. What shall we go for next? Why did I pull that stamp set out? I have no idea why I pulled that one out. I can't remember. Oh, that's the pattern paper I used. This is in, oh, this is it, Christmas. It's just called Christmas. Yeah, it's pattern paper, and I keep mine in the original packets, and keep all my scraps in there as well, because you never know when the scraps might come in useful. Oh, I've even fussy cut one of the snowmen out of the pattern paper there. I fussy cut one of the snowmen, but he was too small. But hey, never mind. Okay, last but not least, I've got this die set here, which is, I think again has been in the shop for a while. It's not part of the new release, but it's a coffee set, and they're all layering dies that oh, dies falling out all over the place. Don't want that. Don't want to lose any. So you get this sort of card here, like most of Alina's products, that show you how to build things together, put things together. And to go with it, I got this stamp set, which is coffee orientated, and it says, sometimes I like coffee more than people. So bloody true, it's unreal. Life begins after coffee, absolutely. Caffeine queen, defo, that should be tattooed on my forehead. And then coffee is always a good idea. Drown your troubles in coffee. All you need is coffee. So 6 gorgeous stamps there, and they are going to go gorgeous with this coffee set. It's not just coffee cups, but you've also got, you can do sundaes and cupcakes. They look really cool. And they all layer as well, so you can do frames. So that means you can do all sorts with them. So I did this card here. So I've just done the biggest one, cut out the lid. Stamped a sentiment coffee is always a good idea. Oh, there's even a straw, a heart-shaped straw die there. Sorry, I don't know if you can see me. Am I not in shot? I don't think I'm in shot. I'm so sorry. I should check my screen, shouldn't I? Yeah, so there's a straw die there, and then lots of different dies that you can play around with. I suggest you get it home, you cut out a load of stuff, and then build them all together. Cut it out of white cardstock. You can always use your watercolours or your alcohol inks to colour them if you want to, and then once you've got the hang of it and how everything works, use your coloured cardstocks. Perfect. But yeah, and I used Alina's teardrop oval there as well. I used some spotty background paper. I used leftover strip to decorate the inside, and I used some of Alina's new gems. There's these ones here that have got like a frosted feel to them. They look so pretty, and they're sort of a rainbow effect, and the same with the coloured ones as well. I think they are so cute. I had a mixed bag, and I also had the clear ones, because the clear ones I will use more than the others. Yeah, so absolutely gorgeous, absolutely stunning. Also with the coffee set, I did the Sunday, and I just cut that out of white cardstock and then die cut and then inlaid it in with black and white. Used my alcohol markers to look like rainbow sprinkles or hundreds and thousands wherever you are in the world, and then drown your troubles in coffee. And I thought that that would be the perfect addition. Oh, it's not stuck down very well, but that's me, that's not the dies. I was rushing. But yeah, I thought that would be a perfect topper for a card as well. And then I also did a little mini shaker there as well, and a blue and white striped straw. Just used my cut it out of white and coloured it, did the stripes with my alcohol markers, and I put in some of Alina's new shaker bits. These are little tiny, teeny tiny butterflies. They are so small, they're likely to go everywhere when you open the bag. But I am going to decant them out into a plastic storage container, and I just put a few of them in there, and then I put the heat emboss the sentiment in white. Sometimes I like coffee more than people, which is so bloody true. It's unreal. Yeah, so ideas, there's ideas for you there. And then a few other sparkly bits. So I've got some gorgeous iridescent blue snowflakes in that bag. So cute. They're so tiny as well, but you can use them as embellishments on your cards, put them in shakers, do what you want with them. And then there's some silver holographic sequins here. They are, as far as I can see, they're all one size, which I'm not a huge fan of. I like to have the choice of different sizes of sequins, because if you've only done a small card, you don't want a giant muddy sequin on it. But they are sparkly because they're holographic, so I do like those. And then there's some like really electric blue shiny ones there as well. Really like those, but again, I wish they'd have been in different sizes, not all one size, because they are quite big. But I will use them. They'll come in useful at some point or another, and who knows, I might have a tutorial coming up using those at some point in the future. So that's it. That's my DT haul for this month. I have incorporated previous DT releases, some of the items you might have already bought in the shop previously, but obviously I was just showing you the new products and how well they work with some of the older products as well. But you know, don't always think you've got to go for the new stuff. Look around her store. There is some stuff that's been in there for a while, and if you've done all your Christmas crafting and you're looking to do something for the spring, look at some of the flower stamps that I've shown you in the previous previously. So yeah, and get your spring craft on. Yeah, so that's it, folks. I'll have a tutorial up on Alina's channel very, very soon. So take care of each other, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now. Oh, don't forget to hit subscribe. Thank you very much. Bye.